Welcome back. You are tuned in to Traders Nation. My pleasure to have with us here today, book author Bob Beaudine. He authored The Power of Who. You already know everyone you need to know. Bob, welcome to Traders Nation. How are you today?
With you.
Good.
Hey, Pineapple Express.
Yeah, how you like that, huh?
Man, you're a stud.
Hey, quit it now, Bob. Quit it. Yeah, about 31 minutes into it. Yeah. Did an interview.
So spectacular. You know, my goal in somewhere is to kind of get one of those little highlight reels that I get a shot in. It's part of my goals. It's in my bucket list.
Bob, keep working on it, and it will come to you. All right, Bob. Now listen, what made you write The Power of Who? I mean, what brought you to bring it out to everybody else?
You know, I'm an executive recruiter in sports and entertainment. I get thousands of calls and resumes every week from people who are looking for one of two camps. They're looking for a job, or they're unhappy, dissatisfied. You know, the dissatisfied people today, it's like 69% of the country today believe that a bad day at the beach is better than a good day at work.
That's correct. I think you're talking about my producer.
Well, we got this other group that now, you know, the numbers are staggering. It's 10.3 million people now are out of work.
Yeah.
Desperately seeking a job.
Sure.
They feel like they've taken a hit. They've been in a car accident. So the question is this: when you've been in a car accident, who do you call? People you know or don't know?
Oh, always the people that you know.
Right, but you know, I sure as heck hope people aren't pulling out a business card from their wallet, you know, from somebody they just met at a business conference.
That's correct. Now, let me ask you something. What do you do when, okay, you start networking with the people that you know, but what if they're in the same boat? Now what?
You know, here's the most amazing thing is this.
Yeah.
You're actually talking about friends. So what we want to do is this, is that I tell people you got who. You have a community of friends that you've developed over many years through love and unconditional giving. These people are actually pre-wired to want to help you. We're not just, you know, some people say to me, I know what you're talking about. It's not what you know, but who you know and who knows you.
Right.
No, I'm not talking that. We're not talking any who. The Beatles wrote a song called Help, I Need Somebody. The next line was, help not just anybody.
Right.
So you actually got to stop and remember that you got who. And here's the thing. You got who, I got who, we got a network. It's like that Verizon ad. I got all these people behind me.
Right.
But the problem is that we do three things wrong. We don't ask. We ask the wrong who, or we're vague.
Right.
You know, people don't like to ask today. We've been actually taught that, let me get this correct, friends in business are taboo. So what, we're supposed to work with people we don't know and don't trust?
Yeah, I mean, actually, you're absolutely right. Those are the first people that we should go to.
Right.
Because we do trust.
And we don't do that. There's been a two-class system, Kurt. You know this as well as I do. The top 1%, they've always done friends and family.
Sure.
Every one of the rest of us, we were connected to the matrix.
Right.
You know, and we're told that we have to actually disclose friends like it's evil instead of declaring it as great.
They're evil doers is what they are. All right, so how can power change the way that people view the world then?
Well, first off is that, you know, I'm telling people to take everything they've ever known about networking and throw it out because it's crap.
Right.
Going out to faceless websites, handing out business cards to strangers, you know, doing mass emails to people like myself, dear sir, to whom it may concern, dear recruiter, that's like an oxymoron, right?
Sure.
Okay, so none of that works. So stop, because you just can't go that direction. So what you actually have to do is start out. I created a strategy called the 140 strategy that I showcase in my book. Nice. And here it is. It's pretty simple.
Give us a couple examples, and they can get the book for the rest of them.
Yeah, and you know, the key in this thing is this. You know, a perfect example would be have you seen this new movie, The Gran Torino?
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's great. Clint Eastwood. It's a perfect story. Retired auto worker who doesn't want to help anyone, not going anywhere, but in our community, you know, you have a next door neighbor or someone down the street who actually needs help.
Right.
And we can actually bridge that. You know, the what in life will only get you so far. What you want, what you've done.
Sure.
But we need a bridge to get sometimes the job, right?
Is that where the who comes in?
Yeah, your friends. That's what always would do. Let me tell you a secret. What if I told you the secret that everyone wants to know what executive recruiters and prospective bosses are thinking about when you come in to interview? Wouldn't you like to know that?
Yeah, absolutely, because then you'd have the heads up.
Exactly. I'm
you'd
telling
have
you
the
test
edge.
answers before the test.
You'd have the edge.
Exactly. Here they are. First question, do I know you?
Yeah.
Do I like you?
Right.
Do you understand my needs?
Sure.
Are you the best for me in my particular situation? Wouldn't it be good if you start off with just the first one, do I know you? Wouldn't you want to find one person who knows that person and could recommend you? See, references, recommendations, endorsements testimonials. Do you know that over 80% of all jobs are placed off of one friend's reference?
Right. No.
Well, we're missing that. Why? We have a whole group of people who have never looked for a job, and so what they're doing is they're going to traditional networking, and it's not going to work for them. And so what they're going to do is do all that and then wait for Bob Barker to call.
Bob, they got to throw that old school stuff out of the way. They need to get themselves into the 2000s.
They do. They actually, and if we would just understand that you actually have a network,
right,
and then your friends have networks, then actually we could actually do some things that are amazing.
Look over to my Facebook and see for real.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine that people today, I did a study that there's 5,365 people that know me. Took me 5 million miles an American. Then I did a study of who's touched my life or given me any business. Oops, 87.
Yeah,
when I took stupid off my forehead and started focusing on the people who actually like me. We are tribal people. There's only guys like you and I who are aggressive. Hey, there's only a few people who do like us.
That's correct.
And so my point is, we want to be around those people.
And we're surprised that they do.
We're shocked.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking?
Exactly. I don't know what they're thinking.
They must be out of their mind.
It comes down. My dad had a simple concept in life to run a business. Make friends.
Yeah.
Help your friends in every way possible.
Sure.
Don't be surprised if you get a lot of business from your friends.
That's right.
Let's get back to circling the wagons. This is a different recession than we had last time. The last one was a manufacturing and services recession.
Sure.
This time, it's a consumer recession.
That's big.
I don't care what Barack Obama is wanting to do. We actually have to get involved this time. We got to circle the wagons, and we got to start becoming more around our community.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Barack Obama says only government can solve this problem. I don't think so. I think only people can solve this problem. How can they do it, Bob?
Well, the concept that bigger government and more controls, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You and I are right on the same page. This is a time that our little group, so I tell people, you got to first focus in on your inner circle to start with. Who are your 12 friends, your 3 close, your 1 best? Make a list.
Sure.
Then go into your next circle. You have friends that you met in high school and college and church and clubs and community and neighbors, and all these people would actually like to help you.
Yeah.
Okay? But what? We've forgotten them.
Right.
See, we do all these strategic plans and all these lists for everything else, but when it comes to our lives, what happens is unexpected change makes us, it's overwhelming, and it makes us go nuts. We go bonkers and we bunker. It's the total opposite of what we need now to do.
Sure.
So we need to get our friends, get them together, and say, how do I help you?
Right.
What can I do for you? Who's your neighbor? What can I do? Do you need to get in the hospital? This goes so far beyond just getting a job.
Yeah. Now,
we need doctors, and we have aging parents. We don't live in compartments, do we?
No. Bob, listen, let me ask you something, because you don't have to be unemployed to benefit from the power of who, do you? Who benefits from who?
Yes, exactly. You got who, and when I move you from the fact that says you understand the power of who to you got who, the question will be, do you who?
That's right. I who as often as I can, Bob, quite honestly.
I love you.
All right? Now,
we have to hang. Wouldn't it be better to do life with friends the way we were supposed to?
Sure.
Get back to, I tell people, get out of the box and get into your circle of friends.
Why is that area gotten so sterile or stale? Why?
We all of a sudden got so busy. It's 2 different generations. Our generation has really forgotten our who.
Yeah.
This younger generation that's just coming out, Generation Y, they don't know the what. So they don't even know what they want to do next. They only know this. They're looking at their parents and saying, gee, whatever it is you're doing, I don't want to do.
Yeah.
And second is 80%, there's a new Gallup poll that says 80% of the people are not using their number 1 talent in their job. So that means we're spending billions of dollars training people in jobs they don't want to do.
Right. Now, if there's one thing in the power of who that it really stands out you want people to know about, what would it be, Bob?
Well, forget traditional networking.
Yeah.
Friends get you jobs.
Right.
Okay? Go where you're celebrated, not you're tolerated.
Right.
Find jobs that ignite your passion, and what you love's a major clue. See, we need to get back to our friends. The worst thing that comes out of this for you is you're back hanging with your friends, back to things that you and I used to love when we went to college.
That's correct.
Hey, we should be in a job we love with people we love when this, and I had a friend the other day and he lost his job and he's been working there for a long time and he sent me this note like he's despondent. I said, this is the greatest day of your life. He goes, what are you talking about? And I said, you hated that job.
You know what? I'm a firm believer, Bob, we're out of time. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. He'll come out of it better. Bob, where can we find the power of who?
Go to powerofwho.com. I really appreciate that. It's going to be, I hope you love the book. I give tips. This is going to be something that's going to change the trajectory of your life.
Head on over there, Bob Beaudine, The Power of Who. Head on over to his website. Bob, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Kurt.
You betcha.